welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon, and I have to say, first things first, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys. Over 1.2 million views on the Town Hall 1 to Town Hall 12. That is, of course, this account and some pretty hilarious comments. Let's review some and we'll talk about where this account is headed. If you ever stop playing, Supercell will lose half their income. 3,200 likes on this comment. Are you kidding me? And that's a total exaggeration. It's more like 20-25% tops. Ethan says, Clash of Clans, how much money do you want to spend on this game? Galadon, confirm. That's right. 1,500 thumbs up on that comment. Ethan, nice job. How about this next sad but true from TTV? Me, almost 2 years to get to Town Hall 12. Galadon, 17 minutes later, Town Hall 12. I like the 69 replies as well, by the way. Bright says, Supercell, it takes a lot of time to max out your base. Galadon, hold my gems. Okay, I understand. Sander says, how much money have you spent on Clash of Clans? Galadon, yes. But I will tell you, I've got an episode coming soon where I review how much I've spent on my main accounts, and it will blow your mind. Trust me, I was surprised as well. And then Colin says, my least favorite series is Fix That Rush. My favorite series is Gem That Rush. And I just wanted to say, on this note about that comment specifically, that is why when players ask me, hey Galadon, are you going to do a farm where you don't spend any gems? You know, farm all the way to max, farm all the way through Town Hall 11 or 12. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think that the viewer engagement would be there for a series like that, simply because I personally, and maybe it's just my style, maybe other content creators could do it differently. For me, upgrading like one thing per episode does not, I mean, that's like, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of episodes. It's going to last for years, and it's just not my thing. It's not my style, so we're going to do it this way, and if you choose to live and gem vicariously through these videos, then you're more than welcome to join me. It is going to be fun. It is going to be crazy. Yes, we're going to spend a lot of money. We are going to look for sponsors. We're going to hope that you watch the ads. I'm just being honest with you guys here, okay? I mean, you know, I do this for a living. This is how I make my living, so obviously I'm spending a lot of money, but we are always seeking advertisers and sponsors to help pay for these things because, unfortunately, believe it or not, despite what some people think, Supercell does not give these things out for free. I do not get free gems from Supercell, and I don't get free gold passes. I don't get free Town Hall 8 packs or any other packs that I bought on the way up to getting this to Town Hall 12 or any other account. So I'm just kind of reviewing right here all the stuff that we did buy on the way up to Town Hall 12. If you recall, it was not a cheap run, although we did do it in just about record time. It was a lot of fun and surprising, actually, to see that you could get a Town Hall 12 account in about an hour for about 300 bucks. And here's where we talk about what the plan is. What the heck are you going to do with this terrible account, Galadon? And I'll tell you right now. As we look at a couple of attack replays from my other, I would almost call it the Fixed That Rush account, the Fixed Farm Gem Max That Rush. Now, don't worry, this series is far from over. We're still working on a lot of things over there, and that series has many, many episodes left. But, you know, here's the beginning of a new series that we could try out, because that series was wildly popular. And here's the thing. This is how I want this series. I intend this series to connect with viewers in a slightly different way than the last. Many, many viewers have to deal with, from time to time, not having their heroes available. One, maybe two, maybe even all three from time to time. If you're not going to gem that hero to wake it back up, maybe it's because you're farming and you don't want to gem the hero to wake up, but your army is ready. Or maybe it's just upgrading to the next level. You don't have a book ready and you don't want to spend several hundred gems to finish the upgrade. So here is an account where we will not use heroes. So it kind of will connect with you guys in that, hey, I'm going to struggle because it's not going to go as quickly. It's not going to be as easy because we're not going to ever so much as place the heroes. Now, if you recall from that earlier episode, the Gem to Town Hall 12, we were somehow able to do it without ever placing the heroes down on the playing field. So it's kind of cool. You know, obviously here in this account, I just don't bring them or I don't deploy them. But how about an account that just doesn't have heroes? There are no heroes. Of course, that's going to make it worse for defending, and we are definitely not planning on doing any clan wars with this account. But on offense, yes, it's going to cut things down. Will it make it impossible? Of course not. Of course not. We will work on which farming armies are most effective without heroes. I suspect that attacks like this are maybe not the best, but I have an idea of some other attacks to try. And, this is where I look for viewer input as well. It'll be a lot of fun. And whether you think it's good or bad, what we will do is, of course, spend money. So it'll not be a gem-free, free-to-play series. In fact, let me just be honest with you. This is going to cost thousands. Okay, it is going to be thousands of dollars to do this. It is going to progress more slowly than the Fix Farm Gem Max that Rush account has at Town Hall 12, but it'll get there eventually. And, we will buy packages, we'll buy a few gems here and there, we'll look for sponsors. If we're successful with sponsors, then things might go a little bit faster. If we get a lot of views, things might go a little bit faster, which reminds me, if we get a lot of thumbs ups on the videos, that will tell me that you guys are interested in this series, and I will produce more and focus more on it. So, I realize it's 6 minutes into the video, kind of a bad time to ask for a like, but if you're still here, if you don't mind, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Don't smash it. Don't smash it. Just hit it, deep press it, tap it lightly one time. All right, thank you so much for that. Now, this is the army I was thinking would be probably the best no heroes army out there. Not only, of course, for farming, but it would be a 2/3-star army against slightly weaker bases. Electro Dragons, back to the old E-Drags. It should be fun to give them a try, and I don't know. I'm curious to see which types of troops are going to do better without heroes. I feel like we'll need to bring some tanks. I mean, is it possible Go Wipe would be a great army to use without heroes? You never know, and we'll have to see. And then, once this series gets mature, and we've been around for a while, and maybe we're getting closer even to maxing out 12, then maybe perhaps we could put down a Grand Warden and just work on the Grand Warden by himself, and then maybe just the Barb King and maybe the Archer Queen last. I don't know. That stuff is really, really far away. We're talking about months and months away. Because, again, I'm not going to be doing this series like every single day or even every other day, because obviously we have the other series that we're still working on and other content to put out as well. But at the same time, when packages come, I will be buying packages. And RIP. Okay, so here's the base. Here's how it looks right now. I just realized I'll basically be buying packages on 3 different accounts, because I want to buy them on my maxed account to get ready for Town Hall 13. I'm buying them on the Rushed series that's at like episode 50 right now, because we've got a long ways to go, and then I'll start buying them here as well. So now, instead of a $20 day every time the packages come up, it's going to be a $60 day. Yeah. All right. Oh, in the meantime, fun little trick. I did decide that it would be cool. I'm not buying shovels. Remember, we're not buying shovets for 500 gems. But when they show up in the shop or as rewards, we will use them until we can move all of our stones over here, all of our stone. And maybe, I was thinking maybe we'll delete all of the other obstacles and just make this a stone-only obstacle account. Maybe. I mean, we got obstacles on other accounts. Why really worry about that? So as we clear that, take a look. Yes, it is a pitiful-looking account. It is... yeah, sad. And that's the unique part. That is so cool to see the heroes just sitting there in my inventory. So yes, speaking of packages, we did have some show up. We are, of course, going to purchase these. And I have to say, right now, this is kind of like just for storage sakes. We're just holding on to these for future reference. Most of the stuff I'm not going to use, especially when you consider wall rings, really with all level 1 walls, terrible waste. Same with the books when you have everything at level 1. And it's true. Everything is at level 1 except for the items that I bought in packs that went down at a higher level. For instance, there was a mortar, there were a couple wizard towers that went down at a higher level, and then there are the storages, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Here's the other thing. Do you guys notice this? It's kind of cool. I've never attacked. Never, ever, ever. Never have I ever. All right, never have I ever attacked, not a single time on this account. Now, I'm going to pick up these gems, and it's like 500 gems here, but in the meantime, let me tell you, just before you go down to the comments, no, we're not going to make this an account where, oh, Geldon, can you get to max without ever attacking? That's just not, no, okay, I don't think that would be fun, and it wouldn't be feasible. I mean, unless I found, like, some crazy, independently wealthy person, and then it would be boring. I mean, seriously, it would honestly be boring, because it would cost probably well over 10 grand, and it would be boring, so nobody wants to see that, not even me. So we will do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, not the old-fashioned. We won't technically earn it, but all right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get the storages maxed out. Now, the reason I want all of the storages maxed out is because we have some runes. And as the runes appear in the shops and such, we obviously want to get maximum value for said runes. And it wouldn't make sense to use a rune when you can only hold 7 million or 8 million or even 9 million gold or elixir. So we're going to get both of the gold storages, not both of, I realize there's 4. Don't get down. Galadon thought there were only 2 gold storages. Shut up. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm talking to myself. Sorry. 4 gold storages, 4 elixir storages. Going to get both types of storages is what I meant to say, to max level. All right, so we will do that. If we have to spend some gems, we'll spend some gems to do that. And then obviously we'll hope for lots of runes and use the runes. Now here's the other thing. Did you notice how much dark elixir I have? And no use for it because we don't have the heroes? Yeah, so basically only leveling up dark elixir troops will be the use of that dark elixir. So yes, we are buying another chest of gems already, Galadon. I know, right? Things are going to get expensive fast around here. They just are. And yes, it is going to be the return of the status report. We will have a status report at the end of every episode. And I'm curious, actually, I wonder, do you think this account will ever pass the other account in amount spent? I'm guessing someday it will, but the question is, when will it pass it? Will it pass it in 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years? I don't know. But I think it will. It almost will have to, because the other account, by the way, if you guys remember the early days of the other Gem Fix Farm Max That Rush episodes, that account started with like something 10 heroes. The heroes were already a little bit grown up. They were at least present. Here they are non-existent. And speaking of non-existent, check out my lab. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a long road, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It really is. I mean, at least I can spend some dark. Right, there you go. Hog Riders level 2, let's go. 16,000 dark elixir. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just doing the upgrades that I can for now. I haven't really begun this series, or so to speak, yet, because obviously I still haven't attacked, but I just wanted to share with you guys my plans. And the plan is to see how hard and how far we can go, how hard it will be to go. We'll go hard, I promise. We'll be full tryhard mode at some point. In fact, maybe even push to Legend League with this account for a day. I mean, it might be fun just to have some Legend League players take a look at this base with absolutely no heroes. It still makes everybody double take in global. So yes, there's a lot of different ways we can go with this account, but I feel like no heroes is the right way to go. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you real quick before we go. Watch how small my losses of Dark Elixir are on defense. How is that possible, right? 1,500 Dark Elixir lost to a 3-star attack, and I have over 600,000 in my storages. You know why? It's because my storages and pumps are all still so low level. I might wait to upgrade those much later. All right, here we go. You ready? Status report time, where we check the totals, total amount spent. Now today was $119.94, but we had already spent about $300 and we forgot to add in the gold pass. So now $424.79, right, as of the second episode. Gems spent today, 3,320. We got some for free as well. Time spent, you ready for this? We are at 1 hour max, 1 hour total on this account. Next goals, I don't know. Here we go again, I guess. Let me know your feedback down in the comments. And again, leave a like on the video if you are looking forward to this series. As always, thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You are the true hashtag GalFam, and I appreciate every last one of you. Get out there, full attack.
Galadon, are you quite alright, man? Sounds like you had a bit of a short circuit.